Hello and welcome to another installment of our Here's the Storm series. I mentioned I'd be playing Gazlowe. I'm going to do that. I played a bunch of games with him throughout the weekend and the week just to get kind of used to his gameplay, to learn a little bit about his builds. The way I see it, there's two main builds for Gazlowe. The primary one is going to be the turret build. The other one, which I don't think has been really popular for a while, is the TNT build. I'll see what kind of team I get matchmade with. Probably just go for the turret build though. If you like a slight variant of it, it's more like easy mode than normal. So let's get going. Alright, so today we're playing on the Infernal Shrines map with two very squishy teams. Our super assassin-y teams. Should be, at least it's not unbalanced, right? On the blue team, we have Greymane, Gazlowe, Gul'dan, Lost Vikings, Lunara. On the red team, Thrall, Gul'dan, Nezebo, Vala, and Abathur. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be going with the turret build. Thrall and Vala will have decent chase, and there's a talent to add slow to the turrets. Kind of like this mount combination with Gazlowe. I don't have any cool skins for Gazlowe because I'm super noob with him. So, yeah. Level 1. I'm going to pick up the extra TNT, which is the only... I think it's going to be the only real TNT talent that I pick up. Let's go ahead and drop a turret. Let's drop another turret and get out of here. So just go over my abilities. My Q is drop a little turret, deals 71 damage, lasts 30 seconds, stores 2 charges. There you can see the timer running down on the turret. I'm just standing back here so I don't take Gul'dan damage. The turrets do generate experience if they last hit, but only if they last hit. So you can't just leave it in the lane and expect it to generate a bunch of experience for you, but it's better than nothing. My W is a laser that charges. It damage increases, the beam widens. Actually, I don't know if the damage increases. The beam widens and lengthens. I'm going to drop another turret right here. Try to avoid that damage, but it didn't. Alright, let's read this this ability. Does not do extra damage. It just increases the size and width. And my E ability is Explodium Charge. And that will be my only stun. I'll drop that down. I did pick up a talent at level 1 to increase the damage per unit that's inside of the radius of that. So that should help me do some increased damage to increase my wave clear, basically. My talent is I pick up the little scraps, this little screw right here, that's left behind by my turrets, and I can activate it to destroy a turret. When I pick up those little screws, restores 30 mana and increases the cooldown speed. Recharge 3 times as fast over 3 seconds. That's an interesting way of wording that. Yes, I can lay down turrets, but not much else. And let's pick up another talent at levels 4. I'm going to pick up, so basic attacks increase rocket turret duration. And that just lets me leave my rocket turrets here for a long time. So potentially I can have a bunch of these guys out, just like that. And as long as I'm auto-attacking, you can see they are maintaining their duration. I'm going to drop a stun there in case someone tries to walk in. They didn't. Let's drop another turret. Let's charge up the laser in case they move in again. You can only do this for a few seconds. You can at least kill some of the minions. I have another turret ready to go. I have my stun ready to go. Looks like I should be able to lay that down. First I have to get away. Okay, let's lay down that stun right there. Looks like I didn't get anything in it. I'm going to charge up my laser again. Thrall has the self-heal, which is going to be pretty good against this team, just because none of us have tanks or healers. Alright, let's keep auto-attacking, let's keep laying down turrets. I have this area extremely fortified. Let's move out of this Nazeebo pain. Alright, we were able to pick it up. Let's get these regen globes, very important. Let's pick up all my scrap to get that mana back. Here's another piece I missed right here. And let's start attacking these towers. Lay down a turret, lay down a turret, move out of this Gul'dan damage. Let's just not die. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and back. Level 7, I'm gonna pick up another turret ability, Engine Gunk, so it'll slow, you read the full text for it, but slows enemies by 25% for 2 seconds. It doesn't stack or anything, but it'll refresh the time. So that's gonna be my escape for this match. Because there's not really... They have more chase than our team has. I'm gonna move up top. Gul'dan's going up top. I'll stay middle. So we have pretty good soak with the Lost Vikings. That's very good. I'm gonna go ahead and auto attack this. Let's lay down another turret. We can just wail into Thrall. I'll get most of the mana back with the scrap that I can pick up here. Tried to dodge the wolf, but was not able to. That's fine. We're not gonna die. Just get some health and then go back. Lay down another turret. Drop the exploding charge here. Let's pick up this scrap, lay down more turrets. Got more turrets to lay down. Lay down a stun right here. Should clear the wave. Get that region go. See, mana's not really an issue. So we got the cooldown for this. Let's lay down another turret up here so we have vision. I'm not auto-attacking anything right now, which is a problem. Thrall doesn't seem to be affected by it. The slows. That was the last part of that sentence. Let's go ahead and start fortifying this objective. We have about 2 turrets. There's 1. There's 2. And let's start this. Let's just auto attack. Build stacks. Let's drop the stun here. Doesn't look like it's going to matter. Let's drop another turret right here. We do have level 10 and I haven't picked up my ultimate yet. I'm going to go for Robogoblin. That just gives me increased auto attack damage against non-hero units. So it'll let me clear waves pretty well, which maybe wasn't the best for this. It would have been good to get the CC from the other ultimate. But the level 20 talent for Robogoblin's pretty good. The other activatable part of this talent, or this ability, is that I can direct, or I can target my... I can target my turrets. Thank you. And that's kind of useful if I'm being chased. They won't target minions. Like sometimes they'll target minions, and it's a little silly. But that's the benefit of this talent, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the stun there. Luckily, I did hit the some members of the enemy team. Let's go ahead and drop another turret here. They're not going to chase me in here just because I do have the fortification. Avatar copy coming out. Yeah, it's going to be an easy kill. Let's drop another turret here in case they try to chase. SP comes up. Let's grab this camp. One thing Gazlowe's great at is grabbing camps. So I can drop this stun here. The turrets will start attacking as soon as I start attacking. Drop a second turret. They'll also tank these. Oops, not attacking. Because I did pick up Robogoblin, I can clear these camps extremely fast. There you go. And I can just leave those turrets there. Not going to generate XP or anything, but if the enemy team ever comes in, they'll be there. And with the talent that increases the duration of these turrets when I auto attack, they'll probably stay there until the next time I need it. We can go ahead. It's laying down the copy, so I'm going to go ahead and leave. I did get caught in here, so let's get out. I might be taken down. We're about to find out. No, I think I'm going to make it out. It was a close one. So at level 13, this is where I'm going to go kind of easy mode. I'm going to pick up Sprint. Otherwise, you could get the turret storage just so that you are able to lay down more turrets all at once when you're going around an objective, which is pretty good on this map. But I'm not great at Gazlowe. I need that extra escape with the spread. Bottom shrine's activating, so we're going to head down there. 10 seconds. I think we have time to clear mid first. I'm going to do that. I'll lay down the stun. That should do enough damage to clear it, actually. And if not... Nope, there you go. If Thrall moves in here, we can lay down a bunch of turrets. Doesn't look like he is. We'll lay down a turret here. And another one here. And again, I can clear these in 2 auto attacks. It's extremely fast. My turret out here will force them to attack that first. And it will block Nazebo's damage. We're going to lay down another one now. Let's do that. We don't want to group them up right here just because Nazebo will get the kills for them. Let's lay down another turret. If they want to chase me, that's totally fine with me. We did lose one of the Vikings. Drive the turret. There we go. We need one more. And we got it. Let's grab these reaching whips so I don't have to go all the way back. Let's lay a stun here. Looks like Lunara can clear the lane just fine on her own though. And let's push with this Immortal. Should get a pretty good push in here. Can lay down turrets around here in case the Vala, if the Vala wants to stick around, you know, that's totally fine. The Avatar copy is just going to fall immediately. It looks like the friendly, I say Immortal or Punishers. These 2 Diablo maps came out at the same time, they just confused me. Let's lay down the stun here. Force the enemy team to back off. Again, we do a bunch of extra damage against non-heroes, that includes buildings. Just auto attack. We're going to increase the damage of the turrets now. Lay down another turret. We will have the slow. Let's lay down the stun right here, so he doesn't chase me. And we were able to take him down. Let's move out of this. Alright, yeah, I don't think that we can stay here. So I'll lay down another turret. And mount up and head out. I can get this camp up here. So, Clockwork Steamfist. I haven't been auto-attacking too much. I can solo this camp. But you know what, I'm not going to turn down help if they want to help. My timing's a little off on the first auto attack. With the siege units on other maps, you can attack first, the like golems or whatever they're called, because they do have to stand up before they start attacking you back. But these ones are already standing, so they'll immediately deal damage too. Can lay down a stun here if I think they're moving in. It doesn't look like they are. Our heads are moving. Let's lay down the stun, force them to back off. Let's lay down a turret here, get vision. Have another turret in 5. While this is going on, we're soaking both lanes of the Vikings. We can slow the Nazebo. This is not looking good. Alright, if they're trying to move in here. And let's just move out of the range of that. And this will deal damage to the Nazebo. I didn't have the stun there, or else that would have been pretty nice. Let's see if I can lay down a stun here. I was taken down. And I definitely forgot to use my spray. Oh no. I talked so much game about getting that talent. I was like, oh, I don't need the extra charge. I have sprint now. I can escape everything. Yeah. How'd that go? Let's So we're still soaking top. The Vikings moving down. Alright, he's watching him. Sometimes Viking players will accidentally click on one of the wrong Vikings and move them somewhere. I just wanted to make sure that he saw the map. This Viking player seems really competent though. Alright, not 2 words. Frozen Punisher. We should be able to handle it pretty well. So let's do that. Moving in here. Eventually. And Gazlowe way forward. Let's lay down turrets. Let's get out. Let's get out. And I got hit by a meteor. Alright, well that was my bad. That's my bad. Oops, caps lock is on. That was my bad. Yeah, I used sprint though. Right? Can't say I didn't use sprint. This tower's gonna take down the Frozen Punisher pretty fast. And there it goes. They are gonna get 2 forwards out of it. 4 kills. One of them a Viking still. Yeah, so we're trailing now. That game went pretty south pretty fast. Alright, so what can I do? This team, let's see. I can increase my damage to heroes 200%. Now without a healer, Robo Goblin's probably the wrong ult to take. Rocket turrets fire Death Laser. It deals a bunch of damage. Yeah, that's not bad. Well, it's kind of bad. It's turning scrap activate to create scrap all around you. That one's not going to be that useful. I guess I'm going to go with the talent for my ultimate. I just kind of wish I'd gone for the other ultimate at this point. Just because I think that Wombo combo, which is you lay down the Explodium charge and then the other ultimate, I guess I didn't tell you guys, the other ultimate was Bravo Bomb 3000. Pulls enemies towards the center of a big area and does a decent amount of damage, not too much. But it's very meaningful because it lays down this long stun. Alright, so like I said, we're going to pick up the talent for our ultimate. We do not have vision of the enemy team, but we can figure that they're there. There you go. Vala out of position. It would have been a good pick. 3 minutes on that. 1 minute on that. So let's just friendly team stopped for some reason. Let's go around here. Alright, so it looks like we're just gonna take a late trip to the shrine. I'm not gonna go there first. Which is fine, you know. Yeah, I should have picked up some kind of healing talent or something, because it's really bad that I don't have any kind of self-sustain. Especially against, like, this team, Gazlowe. I can do DOT. Set down the stun here. Should clear the wave, just give it time. There we go. Lunara's gonna die, which is too bad. Don't have any good way to counter this. If Gazlowe chases me here, I think I can pay for it. But it doesn't look like it. It doesn't even look like we're going to contest this shrine. There's our King Punisher, which is too bad. Although it's not as bad as it used to be. Our King Punishers used to be significantly stronger than the others. And they nerfed them down a little bit quite a while ago. But still pretty good. They're still probably the better. Crap. I messed that up for us. Alright, so normally you want to deal damage to it from this side of the wall, so he jumps over the wall. And I botched it. And now I'm out of position. I'm going to pay for it. Let's see if I can sprint back. Yeah, I'm fine. So heal up. And then rejoin the team. Drop some turrets around here. Drop some turrets around here. Auto attack the Punisher. Let's move out of this Nazebo ult. Pretty sure this is gonna be GG, boys. Not dealing enough damage. Yep. I probably could have laid it on stun here, as two players probably weren't paying attention to the screen, but it's not gonna matter. Like, the way we were pushed out there, yeah. Alright, so stats. Hero damage was extremely low. That was because I didn't have any kind of sustain or healing with me. Lost Vikings, obviously soaking. And doing a lot of siege damage. Greymane surprisingly number 2, because I wasn't doing my job very well. 06 and 2 with 60% kill participation. So yeah, overall not a very good Gazlowe game for me. But that is why I don't play him in Hero League. Basically. He's really fun though. I really enjoy the gameplay. This match wasn't a great one to show him off just because of the really weird team comps. But when you have a tank that can peel for you, when you have a healer who can, give you the heal here and there so you don't have to go all the way back, really lets him sit in lane for a long time. You can build up your turrets with the auto attack, keeping them refreshing their duration and keep them in lane forever. You can build up a pretty sizable little army of turrets. Especially on maps like this, it's actually great because you can fortify the main objective. But fortunately, I wasn't able to show that off. So my build, which I got from another YouTuber who I'll link because you gotta give him credit. It's easy mode Gazlowe, or I called it no stress. No, that's what it calls it. No stress build. So don't know if he picked up the level 1 talent, extra TNT, just gives you better lane clear. Level 4 Clockwork Steam Fists gives you increased duration on your turrets every time you auto attack, and when you reach 600 seconds of increased time, reduce the charge cooldown of the rocket turret by 3 seconds. So more turrets. Engine Gunk adds a slow to the turret attacks 25% for 2 seconds. Level 10 Robo Goblin adds basic attacks deal 200% bonus damage to non-heroes. Activate in order to direct, to focus on a target. Have your turrets focus on a target. There we go. Level 13 Sprint, one of the few heroes that has Sprint. Used to be a lot more common than it is now. They've been removing a bunch of the kind of standard talents. Ice Block was one that got nicked a while ago. I mean, some heroes have it, but it's not necessarily called Ice Block anymore. Stuff like that. Level 16, Superior Schematics. Increase damage by 25% when you're within their attack range. That's kind of important, but also kind of not important to realize, because you'll still be getting some last hits with them in lanes you're not in, but they'll be doing less damage, so you're less likely to get those last hits, which give you experience. But it's better when you're fortifying objectives, because you should be within the range of most of them. And level 20, I picked up Mecha Lord because the other 2 talents didn't look that great to me. So basic attacks deal 200% bonus damage to heroes. Not a great heroic choice. That was definitely, I regret that. That and going into objectives without much communication on the team. So not really having a clear goal, or let's wipe out this person first. We didn't have strong push going into, and I think we got the first 2 Punishers, and we didn't really make much of them. So pushing with the objective a little bit harder, not having a front line really hurt us. Kind of a weird game to analyze like this, but just want to put out this Gazlowe video because I do like this build a lot. It's a lot of fun. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have other Gazlowe builds that you like more, leave them in the comments. My other one, actually, I'll show you guys real quick. As the extra TNT, the arc reactor decreases cooldown by 2 seconds. If it hits a hero, you gain 2 charges of the rocket turret. This one, slow enemies still. Gravel bomb. Extra large bombs. Quick release charge, gains a 2nd charge, which is the interesting part of this build. Normally to do the wombo combo for Gazlowe, you lay down 1 charge, you Gravel bomb, it pulls them in, it stuns them. But with this, if you lay down a charge, Gravel bomb, instantly lay down a 2nd charge, you'll actually stun them, for the most part, twice in a row. If you can time it perfectly, you can stun them twice in a row. And the stun on this is 1.75 seconds. So you have about a 4... Gravel bomb pulls in. It doesn't say it stuns, but the pull in is sort of a stun in a way. It's CC. So it's almost like a 4.5 second, I would say, ish, like 4.25 second stun, which is pretty incredible. And at level 20, miniature black hole increases the damage and the radius. So that's a fun build too. If you want to try that out, I'll leave that up to you guys. Anyways, this is the end of the Gazlowe build. Hope you guys enjoyed. If so, leave a like or comment, and I'll see you in the next video.